to take my jacket. I think the merchant banker look is sometimes overrated, but since Maya was repatriated agriculture. So I think this is one of many interactions that we want to do with press. We haven't done one in a long time. So I thought it's best to be a precursor to our field day that is happening on the 9th. Is it 9th? Sorry, the 7th. And I hope all of you have been invited, and you're more than welcome to come to our annual field day. I'm just going to run through a few points for you. Let me start by expressing my sincere gratitude to you for taking your time from your busy schedules to come to Stapleford. This is quite far. This is Rimba. I know the moment you cross over from Westgate, for those that didn't know, you're already in Rimba. So it's always a pleasure when we get people that visit us here. We try by all means to be here at all times. Once you come here to drive into town and back, it's a nightmare. So we try by all means to make sure that everything for our employees is here. Our agenda for inviting you is very simple: to develop new relationships whilst nurturing and strengthening old ones. As a leading African seed company, we take pride in living up to our mission statement, which is to breed, seed, and feed the nation. One of the things that you need to remember, even as you live today, you are at the home of bumper harvest. Everybody here plants and grows SeedCo. So for us, this will be impossible without your continued support and consistent positive support. Therefore, today is an opportunity for us to formally interact, network, and strengthen relations between us as we work towards the future. For those that are farmers amongst us, the 2023-24 farming season has been a difficult one. Yesterday, for those that are planting or have plowed, there was a simmer of some hope that we could get some rains yesterday. But towards the end of the day, the sun was blazing like it is today. So it's been actually myopic. The weather has been terrible. It hasn't been the easiest season for all of us. The 2023-24 farming season is by far one of the worst seasons that I've ever come across, especially when we continue to be ravaged by the El Nino effect. In November 2023, only a few isolated areas received significant rainfall, resulting in an extremely dry month with poor distribution in both time and space. You would have Westgate raining heavily, and then the moment you cross into town, it's dry. The moment you cross into Sunningdale, it's raining heavily. The moment you get into Chimanya, there's absolutely nothing. So the first decade of January turned very dry, with most of the country receiving only about a third of the usual rainfall. In contrast to the favorable wet trend of December, planting windows played out as follows: roughly October 18%, November 34%, December 45%, and January 8%. Negative encounters included lower dam levels and overdrawing of water than normal, poor germination, and crop scorching due to temperature extreme, reaching degrees of around 34 to 40 degrees. On the sales front, as a business, we noticed a reduction in seed sales. Government program maize and soybean orders were reduced, and obviously this was due to the El Nino effect. But on the contrary, there was an increase in demand for early maturing climate-smart varieties in all agroecological regions for December plantings. There was also an increase in government program orders for small grains and commercial maize production under irrigation. Despite all these challenges, as SeedCo, we continue to breed seeds. We continue to fight to keep and maintain our position as #1 seed company in Africa. Mind you, I'm not saying Zimbabwe. When we talk of seed, we talk of Africa. We are the African seed company after all. Our focus as a business should be to manage risk, take charge of markets, and maximize sales. The company continues to work hard to break into new markets, and SeedCo Vegetables is making positive inroads since its inception. The Research and Development Division is working tirelessly to ensure product development that is very competitive and up to date in view of the current climatic change crisis. So, where does the future stand? The future from where we stand as SeedCo is very bright as we continue to expand the maize and vegetables business across the region. Allow me this time to officially invite all of you to the annual Rattray Arnold Research Station Field Day, which will be happening on Thursday in Shamba. Just after the toll gate, you turn left, and a few kilometers down, you get to the Rattray Arnold Research Station. Our field days are a major attraction on the Zimbabwean farming calendar, as our scientists and plant breeders, farmers, and key industry players will all be present. We are expecting over 1,500 people, and our guest of honor is the new Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Lands and Agriculture, Professor Obejiri. At the annual field day on Thursday, SeedCo will be launching 2 climate-smart varieties, namely SC665, a medium maturing maize variety, and SCXH102, a red hybrid sorghum variety. As most of you are most likely aware, in November we launched the Seed Capital World Promotion, and our grand draw will be done on Thursday at the RAS Field Day. At SeedCo, we are aware that there is a cholera outbreak, so we will also, as part of our corporate social responsibility, endeavor to make sure that all of us are safe when you visit us at our field day. We will try by all means to make sure that our Safety, Health and Environment Department have taken every precaution to ensure we abide by the rules, guaranteeing all attendees safety and well-being. So for the Seed Capital World competition that will be announced on Thursday, the grand prizes are as follows. An all expenses paid weekend getaway for 2. First place is Elephant Hills, Vic Falls. Second place, Caribbean Bay, Kariba. Third place, Shortback Resort, Nyanga. So for those that haven't been to Rattray Arnold Research Station, the station is 7.5 kilometers off Shamba Road, along Rumani Road, 35 kilometers from Harare. I can confirm that for the press and for the others that want to attend, there will be a bus to ferry you to and from the station. Allow me to thank you for coming today to listen to myself and to meet our heads of department who are here as we interact this afternoon. We look forward to your positive coverage of the event, and I'll see you at the RAS Field Day in Shamba on Thursday. Once again, thank you for accepting and honoring our invite. It's always a pleasure to interact with the media and for us to know you and for you guys to know us as the home of Bumper Harvest. Thank you very much. So as you heard earlier when we were just having our interactions with the media, I think this year SeedCo will be releasing 2 climate smart varieties, which is SC665, a medium maturity maize hybrid variety, and SCXH102, a hybrid red sorghum variety. These are also very high yielding varieties that can be planted across Zimbabwe as well as across Africa. I earlier on spoke about our African markets, so a lot of the varieties that are developed in Zim tend to also be able to be applied and plowed across Africa. So we remain the home of Bumper Harvest, and a lot of our varieties as we go forward will be climate smart varieties.